Hello folks, Slightly Slanted Sleuth coming at you with some magic. Okay, we're going to talk about Abrahadabra. Instead of abracadabra, the H is replacing the C. Abrahadabra is a word of the aeon of Crowley's thelema. However, despite his choice of spellings, there are several, and some of the additional baggage that Crowley carries into esoteric circles, his thoughts on this word are worth consideration. Its meaning: Abrahadabra is translated by G. Davidson as I bless the dead, and in one of the three holy names used when blessing a sword, Clavicus Solomonus. Davidson also states that it is derived from the Hebrew Abracadabra, or speak the blessing. Abracadabra. It is used as an amulet to heal and ward off evil. When chanted, it is reduced letter by letter. He further suggests a relationship between it and older Gnostic deity Abraxas, or the Supreme Unknown, and source of the 365 emanations of Persian theology. It is also found in several Hebrew magical and mystical texts, including the Sword of Moses and the Book of Angel Raziel. In Gnostic theology, it is used as a term for God, or as a mediator between creation and the Godhead. Crowley spells it so that it adds up to 418 in gematria. 19 times 22, or 22 using the Kabbalah of 9 chambers. Several formulae are worked out to show hidden meanings and relationships between the letters, of which the most important appear to be its suggestion of double power, of affecting both the pentagram and hexagram, and giving the Rosicrucian axiom of light, life, and love in numerical expression. Light, life, and love are never lost, but may be called forth eternally from the cosmic unity in which they dwell, states a Rosicrucian ritual. Let us consider these 3 points: double power, triple invocation, symbol of the Godhead, and mediator. Double power, a symbol of double power, or the unity of pentagram and hexagram. Abrahadabra symbolizes the mystical marriage of the micro and macrocosms, the inner and outer worlds. It can be said that Abrahadabra is the sacred word invoking the union of the higher and lower worlds in the student. If this is done correctly, then we can move from being a student to the level of an adept on the level of interior initiation. This idea of being a combination of the micro and macrocosmic forces is reminiscent of the phrase in the lesser ritual of the pentagram, which says, "About me flames the pentagram, and in the middle of the pillar shines the 6-rayed star." Here in the body and psyche of the student, the elemental and planetary forces are combined and equilibrated. It is also important to note that, though, that the meaning of the letters may change depending on the level they are being vibrated on. This would differ from person to person, but is worthy of mention. As noted, the astrological associations and meanings of the Hebrew letters can shift depending on whether they are affecting the world of the Asaya, Yetzirah, Braya, Atziluth. Triple invocation. As triple invocation of light, life, and love, the word reminds of the 3 principal expressions of the cosmos. When combined, they give us a 4th and 5th point, that of law and liberty. By understanding and seeking life, light, and love in creation, we can get a grasp on cosmic law, which in turn is the source of our personal freedom from the negative aspects of karma, or the means of our liberation from the bondage of matter and restriction. Godheaded mediator. As mediator, Abrahadabra suggests that while humanity is divinity incarnate, there is no God but man, and man is the son of God. God is man. We experience this in progressive steps or degrees of expanding, and as such inclusive consciousness, we may be divine, but the leap from mundane earthly consciousness to the cosmic awareness of Kether is extremely radical and would shatter our vehicles of perception. Instead, we progress slowly and with the aid of various mediators to assist us. Among these mediators are the tools we use, be it ritual, symbols, alchemy, or even actual beings, such as teachers or invisible helpers from the other side. Abrahadabra symbolizes the harmonization of our inner and outer worlds in the realm of Tiprith, and how we can open up to this powerful but often unseen assistance. Regular and daily use of a ritual, such as a lesser ritual of the pentagram or the greater ritual of the pentagram, stabilize our elemental nature and allow the forces of Yetzirah to more greatly penetrate our sometimes thick veils of matter. Through daily prayer and meditation, we slowly and progressively make this once thick barrier more transparent until one day we have a flash of awareness, an awakening that helps us realize what is meant by "about me flames the pentagram, and in the middle of the pillar shines the six-rayed star." When the little king of Malkuth, the pentagram, surrenders to the big king of Tepreth, the hexagram, the two are united with a mystical marriage is initiated within us. To this end, we can use the word itself as a kind of mantra or affirmation of this state. By vibrating it as a sacred word of power, we can redeem it from the pseudo-magical connotations that have befallen it, back to its original potency of divine expression as mediator. The redemptive qualities, almost messianic in nature, are more clearly understood. When we vibrate this name, we should feel and imagine that the higher and lower worlds are coming into union within us, and that we stand at the center of the world, expressing the power of the Tiprith, as though through its sound we are bestowing a blessing across creation. In the golden chain of Homer, Aurea Cantina Homeri, we see the same message being stated in almost identical symbolism. The principal symbolism of the text, in addition to a series of 10 rings of varying forms of Venusian symbols, there is a plate of Ouroboros. It consists of 2 dragons fighting, each biting the tail of another, one with wings and the other wingless. Between them is a Star of David, with planetary elements symbols assigned to various points. In addition, placed in the center are the 3 principles of alchemy: sulfur, salt, and mercury. Whenever the dragon meets an enemy, they fight. The volatile must become fixed. Vapor and water triangle must become earth triangle. Fire triangle must become corporeal, or no life can enter into the earth triangle. The superius must become interius, and vice versa. The fixed becomes volatile, and the earth triangle becomes water triangle, vapor, air triangle, and fire triangle, whilst fire triangle returns to the center of the earth. Heaven, i.e. fire triangle, must be converted into fixed air triangle. The dragon with wings kills the dragon without wings, and the latter destroys the former. Thus it manifests the quintessence and its power. The dragon with wings can be interpreted as our interior master or holy guardian angel, and the dragon without wings as our ego or little king. They need each other in order to express the power of creation, its expression through the elemental and planetary forces, yet they are often in combat with one another instead of in harmony. Only when the superius becomes interius and the interior becomes the higher do we see the elements return to their primordial source. The fire or creative power returns to the center of the earth, or the secret fire of Malkuth. In the end, the two dragons, instinctually parts of our psyche, heavenly and earthly, the hexagram and pentagram, are killed by each other, and in their combined death and of isolation, they are united in a more perfect expression of cosmic power. The Gnostics used the symbol of the winged serpent to represent the redemptive and rejuvenating qualities of the cosmos, as a symbol of the powerful reconciliation of opposites. Kophis rises above the head and of the adept and spreads its wings in envelopment. He is the winged solar serpent, the force of regeneration, the healing powers of our redeemed nephesh, yetzeric, or unconscious aspects of our psyche and body as well, lead by a bryactic or solar consciousness. One reference even calls it a living caduceus. In conclusion, it remains for each student to work out the intricacies of this and other esoteric questions. One's chosen path will influence greatly how we approach the question and receive a solution to its meaning and application. Ceremonialists will find a greater expression through movement, sound, and theater of ritual. General esotericists will prefer meditation and prayer as means of unraveling the mystery. Alchemists will find that within this ancient word there is a secret that only the laboratory can reveal. In the end, however, while the answers may be different and effects unraveling the mystery of Abrahadabra will be the same in each of us, as it will be a further increase in our understanding of the interior light and the expression of our divinity. But folks, this Abrahadabra is more testament to how everything is sound vibration, the quintessential concept of sound vibration and creation, love, light, and life. By adhering to them principles, law and liberty emerge. The 3 to 5, the 2 to 3. You understand what I'm saying there? The living caduceus is dramatically illustrated in Sacred Mirrors, the visionary art of Alex Gray. Yeah, guys. Shit's getting deep. Get your hip boots on.